Haha, starting right on time this time. Hello, hello. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna be able to name Wanderer today, by the way. I have too many quests. And I have to work through story quests, I'm pretty sure. So, that's not gonna happen. But I'm gonna work there. I'm already locked out of the quest. You should see this one. This is blocked by like 5 billion things. Oh. Yeah, I'm excited for 3.8 though. Always ready to see what is in store. Get some more story, potentially. I don't know what is happening in 3.8 actually. Because we're going to Fontaine soon. If I remember right. So, regardless, I have to do Kazuha's. Oh, the summer event. Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah, I didn't. So last year, I did most of that event. I forgot to finish it. So I never got the official outfit, which is very funny because I think I was like one seashell away or something. I just kind of forgot. This one, I believe. Cool. Yeah, going back to the, well, maybe it's the Golden Golden Apple Archipelago. Alice, yes. I mean, she's been involved in the past too, so, right? I don't remember if she was involved in the last one. No, that was Fischl and Kazuha. Hopefully Alice is involved. Don't look at my missing map. It's fine. Don't worry about that. That doesn't exist. That's fine. Hey, look at that. We're going to Byakko Plain. Yeah, I mean, listen, apparently we're gonna swim. So I'm interested to see how they're gonna end up, like, you know, making that play out. Will it be like we're just actually gonna be able to swim? Are we gonna be able to, like, you know, just like there's just gonna be underwater biomes that we walk around in? Will we drown? Find out. Oh.
It's been a while since we first set foot on Inazuma.
Yeah, it's been a long while. I haven't done this in ages. Oh, really? I had no idea about that bit. I think I hopped back in after Sumeru? I dropped off in latter half of Inazuma and hopped back in Sumeru. I think that's around what happened. I didn't realize that because Sumeru's like storyline was like really, really talked up by the time I joined back. People were like, yeah, no, it's really good. Which it was.
So many things have happened since then.
Yeah, a lot of things.
Yeah, we've definitely made some progress on our journey.
Make sure to be vague so it fits in no matter what you've done in the storyline.
So, where should we go today?
Oh?
Huh? What's up?
Teased it in the 2.8 and it showed like, oh. I really hope that Fontaine's is good. Like, I mean, I feel like the later we get on in the Genshin storyline, the more interesting it'll be because the more they end up having to like reveal to us about like the overall world building and not just each country. And I feel like the world building itself is like probably one of Genshin's strongest suits. Because like, oh my gosh, the lore. Yeah, we need some Paimon lore. You know, one of my crack theories when I first started the game was like, you know, when you're in the pause screen, time freezes, except for Paimon. What if Paimon is the time god? That was like one of my crazy theories back in like 1.0 when I was bored. Oh. That's a creepy sword. It has eyes. I'm guessing it's sentient, and I don't like that. Hello, person.
Hey!
Oh,
What was that for?
you're just gonna... Oh, I forgot to switch back. I'll switch to Kaza after this.
Calm down a little.
I don't know if this is really calming him down so much as just murdering him.
Sign here, please.
Well, I I guess you could argue that it's like a way of calming someone down. I don't. Oh, wait, no, you're not taking damage. Wait, hold on.
Huh? So you don't have a vision after all?
I feel like I have to beg to differ, but you know.
Seems like I've mistaken you for someone else.
At the very least, you should make sure you've got the right person before you go attacking them.
Make sure you have the right mark before you kill them. Jeez.
No, wait. Even
There
when
it
you
is.
have the right person, you shouldn't go attacking them out of the blue. It's dangerous.
I feel like it being dangerous is probably like morally not the right thing to zero in on, Paimon? Maybe?
Have you ever met someone by the name of Kaedahara Kazuha?
No.
Carries a sword just like you. I've also heard that he possesses an animo vision.
Wait, has this man just been going around and just attacking anybody with a sword? AKA like 90% of Inazuma? Why you
That's
looking
none
for
of your
him?
business.
Murder? Murder? Ooh, Super Mario RPG remake. Yeah, I didn't know that there was a direct today, and I saw Twitter kind of explode, and like, yo, that's really exciting. They didn't forget it. Ooh, maybe Paper Mario remakes? Mm-hmm.
Never mind. You don't look like you know anything anyway. I'm wasting my time.
Okay then, mysterious person with a probably sentient sword.
Coming around here, waving that weird sword in our faces, and he didn't even apologize. Seems like a real nutcase.
Do I get to hang out with my friends doing VA? Yes, I do on weekends and stuff. Hours are generally still like, you know, weekdays work, weekends not. I mean, I do other things, like I do like stream related stuff and setting up and stuff sometimes on the weekends, but like, you know. New TD Mario is coming. Yeah, isn't that that's, I think I saw a screenshot that had like Daisy in it or something? I didn't actually see the trailer for it, but sounds pretty cool. Also, there's like a Peach game now too. Oh right, Elephant Mario. Yeah, that was cursed. I don't know how to feel about Elephant Mario. I mean, I guess we already had Dinosaur Mario just given Super Mario Odyssey, but like, I don't know about Elephant Mario.
Well, one thing's for sure. No way are we telling him anything about Kazuha.
Very smart for once.
Hey, don't be mean. Paimon
Just
is right
teasing.
lots of the time.
Hey, what's wrong with Carby? Now, do I like Carby because that's what I call carbuncles in 14? Maybe.
Anyway, just to be on the safe side, we should go fight Kazuha right away and tell him to watch his back.
Actually, I feel like Car Kirby is not the most cursed of like the mouthful mode transformations in not Star Allies. That's a different game. In a Forgotten Lands, I feel like maybe the staircase one. It's probably the more cursed one. Maybe the light bulb one. Wario. I haven't really. No, I played a little bit of WarioWare. Not that much though. Maybe I should pick this one up.
Oh? What kind of hunch?
Well, I mean, he's kind of looking for Kazuha, yeah. I feel like that means that he wants him for something personal.
A special connection? You mean beyond already knowing each other?
Oh. I didn't see him jumping around.
Yeah, maybe a little. But then again, most people look pretty much the same once they start fighting, so that doesn't really prove anything. Anyway, there's no time to lose. Let's go tell Kazuha so we won't get into any danger.
Man, if I played more, like... If I could justify getting a Switch Online account to play Splatoon 3, I would get it. But I've just been playing, like, 14 and Genshin and Star Rail and, like, whew. I think I did one of those, like, DS download plays when I was growing up. So, like, I didn't have the game, but, like, I connected to someone else who did. Like, does anyone remember those? Like, when you would just, like, download, like, essentially a demo of the game? And just play with your friends that way? God, my friends did that with Four Swords, one of the Four Swords games, and we would just play like the multiplayer on the bus to whatever field trip we were going to. That was fun.
Paimon heard that the Crux fleet is stocking up in Rito at the moment. Let's look for him there.
Imagine if this guy was looking for Kazuha and Kazuha was like in Mondstadt or something because the Krug's fleet was like somewhere else. Because like Kazuha doesn't really go to Inazuma that often anymore. Let me change up my team. I need to wait for my mortal enemy to show up.
All right.
And he's just kept waiting for years because his mortal enemy doesn't even know he's his mortal enemy. Anyway. We found Kazuha! He's right here! We got him! He's right here! Woo! With the way I play Kazuha, it's just like, nah, this guy doesn't fight like Kazuha. He doesn't jump nearly enough. I play Kazuha like people play Xiao. Anyway. Delivery! It's a notice from your mortal enemy who wants to murder you. Yo, Kazuha's great. He's... Oh, whoop. Sorry, didn't mean to claw your face off.
Do you know where Kazuha is?
Yeah, I got Kazuha, and like he was the reason I cleared my first floor 12. I didn't get 3 stars, but like it was my first time clearing the abyss.
You're looking for Kazuha too, huh? Guess he must have done something impressive after all.
Oh, this guy really works fast.
Well,
Yo, that's really exciting news for him, though.
On a routine supply run, only this time, as soon as we entered the harbor, we ran into a huge crowd of Inazumans, all of them wanting to know about Kazuha.
Okay, so this takes place after... Oh, this is absolutely going to take place after the events of Inazuma, so it's after the whole, like, he blocked the Shogun's blade.
If it's because of that battle on Nizuchi Beach, Captain Beto had a great run there too, but I don't see her getting this kind of attention. Kazuha keeps to himself most of the time. In fact, there are times when he doesn't even listen to the captain, but she just laughs it off.
Oh, so you still don't know what he did.
I was about to ask when, like, timeline-wise this takes place. Also, have fun lurking.
I've heard bits and
Appreciate
pieces.
it.
Something about him blocking the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi. Is it really as big a deal as everyone's making it out to be?
Yeah, that usually kills people.
Really? Wow. When you put it like that, it all makes sense. In that case, his newfound stardom is well deserved.
I feel like now Kazuha wouldn't want to go to Inazuma because he'd be hounded by fans.
He was called away earlier by some people from the Tenryou Commission.
Oh.
They said they had something important to discuss with him. I thought they'd come to arrest him at first. Turns out they couldn't have been friendlier to him. Seems like they really respect the guy.
Maybe I should start Yakuza as well. I've heard really good things. And I saw, like, Senpai do the speed run and, like, hit 2 tigers with 1 hit. It was amazing. Anyway.
Just a little while ago, this would have been completely unimaginable.
Well, the Raiden Shogun... Does this take place after the second character quest? Because technically I haven't done that yet. I know what happens, roughly, but like... Man, this timeline is wonky.
Thank you. Guess we'll go pay a visit to the Tenryou Commission.
All right, then. I'll just stay here and carry on trying to fend off the crowd.
Quick, sell Kazuha merchandise. Alright, all the way over here. Too good to be true. You don't know Northwest, but you can hit like 2 tigers? Anyway. Hello? Knock knock, I don't need an appointment anymore. I can just bust in. Trails. I think I have one of those games, but I haven't played it yet. I don't really have the time for an RPG right now. I still need to play Tears of the Kingdom.
Greetings. We were just discussing the repealing of the Vision Hunt Decree.
Oh.
Since you're here, you're very welcome to listen in on the conversation.
Oh, hello.
We
Important
invited
things.
Mr. Kaidahara here to extend a gesture of goodwill on behalf of the Shogunate.
Why Kazuha? He's not exactly like... He's not in a position of leadership in the rebel group, right? He helped them. But he's not... I don't think he is. Is it just because he blocked the sword? Or is it because of his, like his clan? His family? Oh, actually, that is a good question. Is Trails a long RPG? Maybe I'll actually get started on it.
Your hard work has secured for us the agreeable state of affairs that we now enjoy.
Oh.
Also, I've been granted the chance to correct my clan's past mistakes, and for that, I'm deeply grateful.
Well, it'll go on my long list of games to play.
The Almighty Shogun has issued a large array of directives aimed at resolving, or at least easing, the tensions that have built up over the years. The Tri-Commission has made the recommendation to use this opportunity to restore the honor of the Kaidahara name.
Okay.
Regarding the history of the Kaidahara clan, I trust that you're already somewhat informed?
This was involved in the summer event from last year, actually. Funny how this stuff all ties together.
In short, there was once a group of select bladesmiths who
Wait,
served
no, I
the
already
Shogun
knew.
directly, responsible for upholding and further developing the traditional blade forging arts of the Almighty Shogun. The Kaidahara clan belonged to this class. But there came a time when some of these bladesmiths revolted and fled to Snezhnaya. Both the Kaidahara and Kamisato clans were held accountable for lax oversight and entered a period of great turmoil. We later learned that the whole misadventure had been secretly orchestrated by the Fatui. Attributing all of the blame to the Kamisato and Kaidahara clans was neither proper nor just. Considering Mr. Kaidahara has once more made an outstanding contribution to Inazuma, the Almighty Shogun believes he should not only be rewarded for his achievements, but also receive recompense for the excessive punishment borne by his clan in the past.
Yeah, I guess that's the case. I mean, sometimes they do have, like, alternate dialogue. Because, like, I know that was the case if you met, Scaramouche early. Oh, shit, that's Matt Chipman. Heyo.
In the interest of preventing further harassment of the Bladesmith clans by the Fatui, we chose not
Oh,
to
so it
publicly
is.
release the findings of our investigations into these matters. We trust you can understand why this was necessary.
This is a true honor. I am delighted to be in a position to receive the goodwill of the Almighty Shogun and the Shogunate at large.
Honestly, I really want to go to Snezhnaya to see, like... I mean, they have, like, these swordsmiths, they have, like, you know, guns and the like. I'm curious to see how their civilization has progressed in comparison to everything else.
However, would I be correct to assume that this magnanimous gesture does not come without some strings attached?
Someone call a lawyer.
I can assure you that nothing could be further
Someone call
from the
Yanfei.
truth. We seek only to correct a past injustice. With the Kaidahara clan's reputation and occupation restored, the Kaidaharas will be bladesmiths once more, and your wanderings will finally come to an end.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be 2 more years. And yeah, I do hear it now. Sometimes it takes me a bit. It usually takes me a bit.
You will be able to lead a safe and prosperous life in Inazuma City with the Almighty Shogun's blessing and full support of the Shogunate.
I have grown accustomed to life among the elements. I fear I would no longer feel at home behind the tall walls of a stately abode. Yet my ancestors did indeed take great pride in the name of Kaidahara, and the art of blade making for which it stood. I do have a responsibility to restore their honor.
I sense some hesitation in your words. Should you accept this offer, I imagine many of the malicious rumors currently circulating through the populace will disappear.
And then you'll be surrounded by all of the fans who will not leave him alone.
Malicious rumors? All we heard on the way here was so much praise that we almost wondered whether there was another Kaidahara Kazuha in town.
Ah, smug Paimon is back.
Well, to some, the Muso no Hitotachi is something that can never be defeated. They cannot accept the idea that Mr. Kaedahara really parried the Shogun's strike. Also, eyewitnesses saw him using the power of Electro in addition to that of Animo. As a result, the falsehood that Kaedahara Kazuha was using a delusion began to spread.
Yeah, that's fair.
What? But that doesn't make sense. Using a delusion turns you old and frail, and Kazuha still looks fine.
Paimon, so does Tartaglia, and he's not old and frail, as far as we know. Ooh, Final Fantasy 16. I really need a Do I get a... Nope, nope, nope. Bucket list, bucket list. Very long list.
That is correct. However, to some people, the idea of a single person wielding two elements at once is a more inconceivable notion still.
This is just one of many similar rumors. I am very uncomfortable with being the subject of public discussion,
No.
no matter whether it brings suspicion or stardom my way.
No, that's fair, though.
But perhaps if the shogunate is willing to publicly support me, this situation will blow over more quickly.
This is precisely why I encourage you to give our offer some serious thought. It stands to benefit all of us.
Please allow me some time to consider. In fact, let us put this discussion on hold for the moment. Well then, what brings the two of you here?
So on the note of malicious rumors, here's a malicious rumor. Someone wants to kill you, I think?
Yikes! We nearly forgot about the most important thing!
Why would such a dangerous individual be looking for me?
Which plot? Which movie plot are we going down? Let's go with this one.
No. This puzzles me as much as it does you. My fighting forms were taught to me by my family, based on techniques originally developed for blade testing. We undergo rigorous training to standardize every motion the blade is put through, so that each can be fairly assessed for quality. Over time, these techniques came to form something of a Kaidahara sword art, focused on blade testing, but with a full repertoire of combat forms. Those forms are quite different from the more practical ones typically used by samurai in battle. So it's hard to imagine that the similarity you speak of was coincidence alone.
All the more reason to watch your back! This guy was a serious nutcase.
The Kaidahara Kazuha. Not Kazoo.
Indeed. He sounds highly aggressive. Anyone he targets is at risk of serious injury, or worse.
Well, probably don't bring up the fact that the sword was like glowing with an eerie aura and looked like it had eyes or something. I don't know. I feel like that's like something worth mentioning, but maybe not. How is it going? I'm a little tired. I had a session today, and so I'm a little bit more tired than I usually am. No, I don't have eyes on my swords. Usually. Oh shoot! Thanks for the follow, Corey. Hi.
In that case, I will send some men out
How's it going?
immediately to search for him.
Thank you. I must say, I am now very curious
Wait,
about
no,
this
what?
matter.
Hold
And
on.
I will also need some time to consider your offer.
Wait. Thank you. Oh my god. No, we're supposed to get on like cats and dogs. We're supposed to be mortal enemies. You're not helping with the image. Dang it. Oh my gosh. Thank you, though.
I will first join the traveler in investigating the one who attacked him, then give you a conclusive answer upon my return.
Very well. Please stay safe.
Come on. Let's go and track down your aggressor.
Dang.
Most about what goes on in town. Let's see what Ryuji has to say.
Ah. Sorry, my brain is like processing. There's like little gears turning and everything. I'm trying to catch up. Also, that's an adorable emote. Oh my gosh. One day I will have those. Probably once I get everything else squared away. Technically, all of these streams are still very scuffed. I'm working on things. Ish. Wait, no. Teleporting is usually faster. As it is. This way. portion? What am I talking about? I mean, oh, in terms of the scuffed, so I'm working on a new like VTuber model and like doing like emotes and things, and yeah, all streams are scuffed. There's no escaping it. Just you wait, my internet is going to blip again at some point during this particular recording, because it always does it when I'm streaming and never anytime else. Or when I'm raiding, actually. Never anytime else, though. It's weird. Remake of a PS1? Oh! Yeah, PS2 is the one I grew up with, so I haven't done as many PS1 games.
Hey there! We'd like to ask you a quick question.
What do you mean original title of the stream? I definitely had the correct title immediately on stream before I started streaming. Why does it say you're not following? It's because Twitch knows that we have a rivalry thing, even though we've never met in the game.
Do you know if anyone around here has been looking for him? For Kaidahara Kazuha, we mean.
Twitch is trying to see. That's true. It's an inside job.
Aha!
Secretly
so
run by
this is the
Paimon.
real Mr. Kaidehara. I've heard a lot about you. It is an honor to finally meet you today.
You are too kind. We are currently investigating an assault and would appreciate any help you can offer.
Actually, alternate joke. Twitch has actually been playing Among Us, and they are, in fact, the sus ones. Oh, shoot, thank you! Oh, my brain just heard a meow, and I just recalibrated. Oh, man. Oh, it is still so wild. Anyway. Sussy Vakas? Yeah, that's Twitch. That's their alternate name? Oh my gosh.
Oh? You were targeted in an assault? Let me think. I can't seem to recall anything of immediate interest. Mr. Kaidehara is currently the talk of the town, so there are always a lot of people looking for him.
When I hear someone being talk of the town, I'm just like... I think of Persona 4. Fennel sausage? Is fennel like a type of spice?
To be honest with you, our detective agency has recently been receiving many inquiries from people wishing to obtain Mr. Kaidehara's personal information.
Here's where I reveal that I'm not very cultured in foods. It's like seeds. Oh, that guy. You know what? I think I have had that before then. Maybe. Might not have been fennel. Oh. I don't know. Have you had it before? Might have.
Some of them were offering us millions of mora just to gather the information they want. If these were more legitimate commissions, Sango would have snapped them up in an instant.
Millions of mora? Whoa! Oh, wait, even at that price, you probably still shouldn't.
Paimon, we have millions of mora.
Please,
More meat.
accept
Ooh,
my thanks
ooh.
for looking out for my privacy.
Chicken Alfredo pizza. Okay. Chicken Alfredo, like anything, pasta or pizza, is really good. You'll finally eat it! I don't know. Making puns out here, it's a bit of seedy business.
Of course. No matter what, we only take on legitimate cases. We don't make our money by revealing details of other people's day-to-day life just for the sake of it.
Oh, a salmon Alfredo. You know, there's a kind of salmon, like Alfredo Final Fantasy XIV recipe from the cookbook that I've had. It's so good. Oh my gosh. I hear a meow and I just recalibrate. Oh my gosh. As long as we can plant the idea of puns. Oh, it's real great to meet you. That was an obvious one.
Sorry, I got a little off topic.
Sorry, Ryuji, I'm not paying attention. I'm talking about food now.
It doesn't surprise me that a complete stranger is looking for Mr. Kaidehara. But I wouldn't know where to begin if we want to connect this with an assault.
They're the really issue? No, they're not. That's baloney.
Then let's put that connection aside for now. Have there been any other attacks or similar
Oh,
incidents
right,
recently
attacks.
that stand out as
It's fine.
particularly unusual?
they have it covered. It's fine.
The Tenryo Commission had very few leads. I thought you might have some information from different sources.
It's true that the commissioners aren't clued up about every little thing that goes on out in the streets. But typically, it's only the most trivial events that manage to escape their attention. If anyone had been out there attacking people, that would be assault, in which case the Tenryo Commission would absolutely get involved.
If it's anything like the sausage that I've had that had like the little seeds, then like it's not spicy like that much. Like it's not anything that lingers, right? Oh. I have a very weak stomach and I could handle it if that means anything.
That does make sense. Uh-oh. Looks like the trail's already run cold.
A trail? A perilous trail? No, it's not the one we're doing right now.
I still find it difficult to believe that whoever attacked you hasn't been causing any trouble elsewhere. Few people possess your prowess in battle. So unless you were the first person he targeted, someone is certain to have been hurt by now. I am well aware of your talents. There is no need to be humble around me. In fact, I'm quite relieved that you were the one he targeted.
Ah, residual spice.
It would cause me great grief to see someone become critically injured or lose their life because of me. For the poor victim, this would be a completely senseless crime.
Don't worry, we'll find him.
It seems you are every bit the selfless hero they make you out to be, Mr. Kaidehara. Surely this same concern for your fellow man is what drove you to fearlessly raise your blade against the almighty Shogun.
You flatter me. Truth be told, I don't know quite what came over me in that moment.
Oh, he sounds so sad.
You are much too humble. Don't worry, I completely understand your concerns. I will try my best to gather whatever leads I can for you.
Oh, in regards to a sandwich or like in regards to like pizza?
Oh, actually, there was one strange incident over the
sausage.
last few days. It doesn't involve an attack, though.
In general, I feel like for me it depends on what it is. Cause like with like noodles and stuff, I feel like I really like a lot of the sauce. But like, if it's like a sandwich, if there's too much, that definitely like overpowers the rest of the ingredients. Don't get lost in the sauce.
Let me tell you about it just in case.
But you know, I'm a saucy bitch, so this is the one time I'll ever say that. Ah, that's fair. You know what? I don't eat as much as I used to, but like, oh, growing up, I could eat I could eat food like twice the amount of other people. My metabolism was really high. Oh, like, hey, wait. No.
Sure. During times like this, the more information we have, the better.
Exhausting. Oh, and now you want to Okay, I think I'm being set up. Fine. Ara. There. I'm being set up.
All right then. Recently, 2 people went missing from the city at around the same time.
Oh, wait, people are going missing. I'm sorry, Ryuji. I'm just talking about food. Oh, noodles are so good. Beef noodle soup, tomato and egg. That's just a very comforting kind of taste for me though, so I will always be partial to that. Got to use this in Aura. There's a button for that. I had it when I streamed like a year or 2 ago, and I just never got rid of it. And now I'm wondering if I regret this.
One of them is a pretty well-known collector, surnamed Nagato. The other, Amenoma Yuya, is a samurai from the Amenoma clan.
An enemy clan. Oh god, it's like Sandy Mamma Mia.
That's a familiar name.
Wait, is it familiar? Oh god, should I know this?
Right. Yuya is the nephew of Amenoma Togo,
Oh!
the owner of Amenoma Smith.
Oh, the blacksmith. Okay, yeah, never mind. I do know that. I can't take it. Fine, I won't get rid of it. I'll change it up though. It's we'll see what different types of ara-aras there are. A husbando line. Oh my god. You know what? Fair enough. We gotta keep things in equilibrium.
2 grown men going missing at the same time.
Fucking eyebrow waggle.
Their cases are likely connected, but I don't know much in the way of details.
Yeah, the one on Monday was scared ara because like someone requested that during like the big reveal in Kari Bear. Which was the time to redeem that, truly.
I recalled this because Amenoma Yuya is also an accomplished martial artist who is skilled with the blade. Perhaps he is the one you are looking for.
Understood, though it seems highly unlikely to me. I neither know this man, nor do I have any idea why he may wish to attack me.
Ooh, is this a situation where it's like, you took everything from me. I don't even know who you are.
Sure, can't hurt. We never know what we might find out along the way.
Thank you, Ryuji. We'll start by making some inquiries at the Amenoma smithy.
Sounds good. All the best with your investigation. I'll get moving shortly myself.
Although, because you're in chat, should I start the Goro hangout set? Because I haven't done it yet. I haven't done a lot of the hangouts, actually. So I could. Probably. I haven't done a lot of them. Oops. Aha. Wait. No, I can't! No, I can't! Everything is quest locked. Never mind. I'm not allowed to do anything. Oh no. I don't have the key. I have one key. So, oh, it's 2, isn't it? Well, dang.
If it isn't Kaedehara Kazuha, what brings you here today?
Murder. Or murderer.
Yes, the Kaedehara and Amenoma clans were both members of the Raiden Gokaden. Historically, there have always been deep links between the 2 clans. After I returned to Inazuma,
Hello.
I visited Mr. Amenoma to pay my respects.
Wait. No!
Let me quickly explain.
Oh, this is gonna be my legacy.
Raiden
Amazing.
Gokaden was the collective term for the 5 most acclaimed bladesmithing arts in Inazuma. The techniques of blade making were personally bequeathed to the Raiden Gokaden by the almighty Shogun, and over time, further honed and enhanced by the most talented craftsmen. Unfortunately, a series of events led to the gradual decline of many clans in the bladesmithing trade. Today, only the Amenoma clan has kept its art alive.
So sad.
It is a great pity indeed. In the old days, we each had our specialties, and just as iron sharpens iron, so too did we learn much from each other. As an example, the Amenoma art strives to emulate the abiding patience and determination of water as it turns stone to sand. There is nothing mystical to our work. There is only practice, day in and day out, until both body and mind have memorized the craft, turning each motion of every technique into an intrinsic part of the bladesmith's life.
I'm like nodding solemnly along. You know, one time I actually like went to like a blacksmithing shop when I was like in high school. We were on like a field trip. And it was like one of those like kind of like, I guess, themed medieval towns, I guess. Well, maybe not medieval, but like it was like a themed town. Oh. Puns. Thank you for the follow. But what is it? So what was it? The guy was like an actual like blacksmith, like a metal worker, and like I wish I remembered our conversation, because like I was there and just talked to them for a while, and like he seemed really happy that someone was like, you know, interested in like, you know, asking questions about everything. I really wish that I remembered what we were talking about, but it was like about the different types of like metalwork and like the quality and stuff, what to look for and things. It was really cool. Did they iron out any misconceptions? Oh yeah, they did, and you know, talked about how you had to steel yourself.
As for the art of the Kaedehara clan, I believe it's called the Ishin art.
And honestly, yeah, I feel that on the spice tolerance. I can like barely handle like the ramyun flavor pack. How much to get? Do you want to see my entire? I'll show you after this cutscene if you want to. If you want to deal with the psychic damage that comes with that, then I will show you.
That's right. Ishin art strives for complete harmony between blade and mind from the moment that forging begins.
Ah, to the point. Has the Ishin art ever produced a sentient blade? You know, one that could glow ominously purple and has eyes on it? Asking for a friend.
For only a blade thus forged can capture and convey its maker's thoughts and feelings, and eventually become an extension of its wielder's will.
Oh, I never put the entire packet in. I mean, it's too salty regardless to like put all of it in. I think it also depends on the ramyun, because like some of them are spicier than others. But yeah, I put in like less than a teaspoon, honestly. I eyeball it. Depends on how much liquid there is.
Indeed. Most samurai choose their blades, but an Ishin blade chooses its owner.
Oh, check out my quest log. It's really bad. I got quest locked in the TCG event like 4 times.
You are, without a doubt, the most worthy wielder of an Ishin blade. It gladdens my heart to see that although the Kaedehara clan has fallen on hard times, its ideals and virtues are alive and well.
Oh,
You
that's cute.
overestimate me. My actions are guided by my own personal sentiments, not by any noble aspirations on behalf of my clan.
Oh, my Sumeru map is pretty bad too. I've been there, but only the places I've had to be for quests. So like the main quests, most of it is like patchworky.
But let's get back on topic. The purpose of our visit today is to gather some information on your missing nephew. We hope to assist with the investigation. It may turn out that this case is connected to another we are pursuing.
Ah, yes. My nephew. I
Does it-
reported the case to the Tenryou Commission, but I haven't heard anything back so far.
I don't know. When I first got to Sumeru, I was just like, you know, I can just leave this alone for now. I mean, I hear Patrick and I think of Patrick Staccato, but that's because I'm a bit of a rhythm game nerd.
He didn't say a word before he left, which is very unlike him. I'm still completely at a loss on what to make of it.
Is it pun? When is it not? Itoi, you know me. I always make puns. You could say I'm always very, punctual with it. Oh.
But I've done what I can so far. Worrying is futile. All I can do now is wait for the news from the Tenryou Commission.
We
Oh.
heard that there was a collector involved in the disappearance too. Know anything about that?
Yes. On the morning that Yuya went missing, he gave me a very cryptic look and said that he was going to give me a great gift.
That sounds like a villain arc.
I believe he went to collect the item from Mr. Nagato after that. The next thing I heard was that a fire had broken out at the warehouse, and neither of them came back.
That is so incredibly sus.
Yes. Strange, isn't it? I wonder what could have caused it. Unfortunately, there was very little evidence left behind, so nobody knows what really happened.
Do you have any thoughts on what Yuya may have wanted to give you?
If I had to guess, it must have been some kind of rare weapon. Otherwise, there would have been no reason for him to get my hopes up.
He's never been particularly interested in blade forging, but has always had a fondness for blade testing, and can sense even the most minute differences in blade quality.
Not too much. You know what? That's fair. Fire catches really easily in this world. You just need like a little spark and suddenly the entire field is on fire, and I feel like that's not our fault. I'm still remembering that time that June set my teapot on fire. So that was definitely more, less accident and more intentional. Exactly, there might be a hidden chest there for all we know. When we give the children bombs that set things on fire, we're asking for it at that point.
He is extraordinarily talented in martial arts, particularly when it comes to the art of the sword.
Truth be told, we have some information that you may find to be objectionable. The person we are looking for, he attacked this friend of mine. Based on the evidence we have gathered so far, only Yuya seems to match the suspect's profile.
What? No. Absolutely impossible. Yuya is not that kind of person. He is humble and kind. Even his training is done with the goal of calming his mind. He has never gotten into a fight before.
Huh. Is that so?
Is this where I say that because, like, my brain's a little tired and is, like, you know, kind of, like, doing that thing where it sort of jumps between connections? I see Yuya and I think of Hatoful Boyfriend of all things. You guys know about that one?
Yes. If there's one thing I can say for certain, it's that Yuya would never draw his blade without a very good reason.
I hope that it's not like too deep water, like it's like maybe just like a couple of like, you know, maybe cities or something at the bottom of the water? Maybe not bottom, but like, oh my. So you know.
But, with that said, it's equally out of character for him to just disappear with neither farewell nor fair warning.
Oh, pawns too, okay. Forgive me for asking, is it like the darkness of it? Or like, if it's like clear water where you can see the bottom, is that better? Have it downloaded and ready to play and you never did. It's weirdly worth it. If you are to play it, do all the routes and then play the final route because it gets wild. Oh, both. Oh, that's gonna suck then. God. The things that we do to play games. I have friends who have arachnophobia, and P10 in 14 is not great for them, actually. Even worse if there's sharks. Oh.
I also cannot know
sucks.
what course of action he might
Also,
be
hello.
capable of if coerced or otherwise compelled by circumstances unbeknownst to me.
Please do, especially Oko-san. Please give Oko-san the most husbando voice you can. Oh, thank you for the follow. And oh, oof. Well, I hope that Fontaine's not too bad about it.
Anyway, should you find him, please let me know as soon as possible.
Don't worry. You have our word.
From the sound of that, Paimon doesn't think Yuya was the one who attacked us as well.
No, that's totally fair. What was it? Like, I know that I did that to help some people through Omori just because like they wanted to experience the game, but like, you know, fears are sometimes people share the same fears as the ones in the game, so yeah, it helps to have someone in chat, and I'm glad that you had someone there with you.
Yes. It sounds as if something happened when the two men met each other.
No, Kazuha, nothing happened. The fire just happened on its own.
Let's pay a visit to the Nagato household.
Sorry, I don't want to sass you. I love you. Sorry. Where? Here? Oh. Screw it, I'll just run up. Big Hero 6? Wait. I know my brain jumps around a lot, but I feel like I missed something. Quest like, oh right, yeah, you wanted to see it. Okay. So, Look at how many quests this is blocked by. Woo! Yeah. By the way, I haven't picked up every single quest because if I did, I was very scared that I would end up getting quest blocked constantly. So there's so many world quests in Sumeru that I just never grabbed. And I think it's like all of them. I don't play VR chat. Wait, the fire. Oh, I kind of haven't watched Big Hero 6. Sorry. Yeah, there's a lot of them. Like, some of them are really cool. It's just like, you can never really be certain which ones are gonna take a long time and which ones aren't. Cause like, the Aranara one takes like 8 hours. Yeah, I know there's a lot of quests. It could be worse. I could have more. Yeah, I've heard. I should watch it. I mean, I should also watch Spider-Verse. And a lot of other movies, actually. I'm behind on a lot of media. I need to finish Trigun. Oh god. I'm like on episode 11 of the original. Which, I didn't stop because I didn't like it. I stopped because I got distracted again. Because I want to watch Trigun Stampede, and I was like, yeah, I should really watch the original too, because I heard it's good. Yeah, Spider-Verse looks so good. I've seen so many people talk about it on Twitter, and I'm just like, oh, I gotta watch it. I loved the first one. I'm so behind on media. Maybe I'll bug some friends and we can like pick it up at some point. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna climb a wall. Cut out the middleman. No stairs. Wait, isn't this like... Is this the part in the trailer? Maybe I'm wrong. Box mode is best mode. I love that the jumping on this though can also hit the hydro birds with the Oceanid. Hello, you seem... Oh, I'm sorry!
I'm very sorry, but we cannot afford to pay what we owe right now.
I think I just killed her. Oh no.
My husband has gone missing and I'm still trying to find him.
Yeah. Don't worry about the head trauma, ma'am.
No.
We
you
will do our
misunderstood
best to
us.
find her.
We are here to help with the investigation.
Oh, it's a shrine. Right.
I'd like to ask you some questions about Mr. Nagato's disappearance, if we may.
Oh, I was thinking about the one where like popping up over the ledge of a wooden ledge and then like doing the transitioning to like the splash screen. That part. Stop scratching the... No! You can't stop me. I can't even stop me.
Ah, I see. I thought the debt collectors had come to visit again.
Peak cat behavior knocks a cup off of a table.
I'm sorry you have to see me in this dreadful state. Has some new information come out? Do you know where he's gone?
So there was a fire.
I'm afraid we don't have any new information at the moment. We're still trying to find out as much as we can to inform our search. With this in mind, can we perhaps ask some questions about your family's current situation?
Okay, you don't need to catch me in 4K like that. Listen, hey, Tenryo Commission, I am innocent. There was a bug behind her. And, I was just trying to get that. I didn't expect for her head to have been in the way of that, and I miscalculated. Yeah. Did I say bug? I mean a mouse or something. Yes. I can outrun Sarah anyway. Nab some feathers while I'm doing that.
For example, Paimon's struggling to understand why a collector would be strapped for Mora.
Paimon, as someone who plays a gacha game, it is a money sink. You run out of money, funny enough. Can I outrun the Shogun? I'm gonna quote from Charlotte here. Lightning, well, it won't strike me if in not Inazuma, right? Just bribe the Shogun. You're right. I am her source of dango delivery, and therefore she can't kill me.
That's a long story. Ever since I've known him, he's been an avid collector of all sorts of things.
That sounds like a hoarding problem.
He'd always get so animated when he was
I
showing
know.
them to me.
I have one.
I knew nothing about the items myself, but seeing how enthusiastic and excited they made him, I was happy to believe that they were just extremely important to him. Everything was fine when we first got married, but as time went by, things changed for the worse.
Uh-oh. What happened?
What's with the smile, Paimon?
He lost his sense of restraint.
Uh-oh. He's hit his
buying
midlife
more
crisis.
and more things, and even resorted to borrowing money just so he could pay for them.
Yeah, that's the collector's dilemma. Me at a convention like, oh no.
Our expenses really spiraled out of control when he started getting interested in weapons. It was awful. There were days when he'd spend hours down at the warehouse admiring his weapons even as debt collectors were descending upon our house. He wouldn't sell them, wouldn't even touch them. Just sat there staring at them like he was in a trance.
Now, I know that this is implying that those swords had, like, some kind of, like, spiritual, like, power to them. However, that's also, like, normal collector behavior, I feel. Because, like, on the one hand, it's just like you have the thing, but also you don't want to ruin its quality, so you just kind of leave it there as, like, a display thing. So, you know, I feel like that's normal behavior, unfortunately.
I'm happy he has a hobby, and I'm willing to support him. But making
that's
ends
fair.
meet has to come first. I've tried talking to him about it so many times, but he never listens. On the last day that I saw him, I gave him an ultimatum. I said, if he refused to sell his collectibles and pay off his debts, I would divorce him and take the children with me.
Whoa.
Oh wow, all of them. Whew.
And that led to an argument.
Actually, it didn't.
Hmm.
Generally, he's a quiet man who likes to go with the flow. On most things, he leaves the decision-making to me. You must understand, I never would have dreamed of threatening him with divorce if the debts hadn't pushed our family to the brink.
That's a reasonable thing to... I feel like she's being, like, overly reasonable. Like, she definitely could have brought up divorce sooner and still been justified about it, I feel. I don't know.
After I said those words, he froze and was silent for a long time. When he finally spoke, he awkwardly mumbled that he would pick out a few items to sell.
Okay.
His voice was so meek and pitiful that I felt an urge to take everything back. But then what? If I didn't draw the line, what would happen to our family?
Both of these are things that I very much agree with. Yeah, it's very important to set boundaries.
Had I not indulged his bad habits, we wouldn't have found ourselves in such a predicament.
Don't blame yourself.
And I also don't know if he had actually come to his senses, or if he was simply angry with me. The next thing I heard was that our warehouse had caught fire, and both he and the buyer had gone missing.
I see. I understand.
Oh.
Amin Omayuya came to purchase a weapon from Mr. Nagato. During the sale, a fire broke out at the warehouse, and both men disappeared.
I mean, I hope that they're both, like, alive. I think Yuya's implied to be that guy, but, like, I hope the other guy's alive.
At first, I assumed they must have gotten into an argument over the price, but my husband has never been one to negotiate. He never even had this
Oh,
when he's out
no.
buying groceries, so it's hard to imagine him getting into a fierce argument.
Maybe he was feeling the pressure from the debts?
I don't know. He just disappeared after the warehouse burned down.
Hmm.
Perhaps he's too afraid to come home now that all his collectibles have been lost in the fire, and he's got no way to pay off our debts. Even though I'm still a little mad at him, we're a family, and I want us to face our family's crisis together. As long as he's willing to turn over a new leaf, I know we can work things out.
Please don't get upset. There could be more to this situation than meets the eye. If collecting things is a habit that Mr. Nagato had his whole life, it is quite unusual for this habit to change so drastically over a short period.
Also true.
But the information we gathered from the other side suggests Amenoma Yuya is also a mild-mannered man who would not be likely to start an argument. This situation is getting a little confusing.
I feel like we could grab Hazel, right? He'd solve this.
A little confusing. More like completely mystifying.
Let's try a change of scenery and see if we can piece together what we've learned. Rest assured, we'll notify you if we find anything.
Thank you so much. I just want him to come home.
Based on the information we've gathered so far, I can only surmise that the sales meeting between the two men was somehow the catalyst for their disappearance. The fire at the warehouse likely played a part in how the situation unfolded, though its exact role is a mystery.
The sentient sword got jealous of the other swords and burned it all down. I don't know.
Do you have any thoughts?
Well, Paimon was thinking that maybe someone accidentally knocked over an oil lamp and,
I mean, it's more reasonable than what I said.
Nope, never mind. Paimon's brain needs to rest for a while. Over to you.
I don't think it's the argument. We're still missing information, honestly. We had a heated debate.
Right. I very much agree with you. It seems highly likely that we're missing a piece of the puzzle.
I mean, you could say that, you're supposed to be fired. Okay, that's a bad one.
Working off what we know so far, there are too many things that don't add up. The chances are that there are still some clues left for us to discover. One fact that I keep coming back to is that Amenoma Yuya is polite and well-mannered, while Mr. Nagato is introverted and passive. Neither seems like the type of person who is inclined towards initiating conflict.
Do we get to bring up the ominous eye sword now?
Mr. Nagato,
No?
being heavily in
Okay.
debt, is also the only one of them with the potential motive to disappear after the fire. The more I ponder it, the more puzzling it becomes. Just what could have happened there? Right. Although the time frame seems to broadly match, no other details that we've learned seem to link the two events together.
Oh, I know a link. It's that they're in the same quest line.
Amenoma Yuya lacks a key distinguishing feature of the attacker, namely that he is principally a practitioner of the blade testing techniques of Amenoma art, not those of the combat-oriented Ishin art.
Darn! We thought we could get two birds with one stone here, but at this rate, it's starting to look like a wild goose chase.
Are there geese in this world? Like, there's ducks. Are there geese? I'd zero in on the weirdest things. The Numa sword. I mean, I've been calling it an anemone, so. The anemone sword. Just
Let's
in time
keep
for
going.
Fontaine.
Since we've come this far, if we can solve the case, both Mr. Amenoma and Mrs. Nagato will be able to get some closure.
Okay, but where should we go now?
Let's head out of the city and check out the warehouse. There's still a chance we may be able to find some shreds of evidence.
All right. Warehouse? Their house. I mean, there's cranes, but like, that's not a goose. They're not nearly as aggressive. Actually, you know what? I'll check the compendium. Hold on. Archive. Because, like, I actually don't remember, and I'm sure there's stuff now that, that I'm pretty sure is a crane again, or an ibis. These are all the birds. No, there's a duck. That's also a duck. They're not too foul. Timmy is keeping them as his secret Air Force. Yeah, he's got geese and swans. We're doomed. Oh, shoot, I'm only missing a couple then. Interesting. I don't like that you have to kill them to put them in the compendium, though. I'm surprised, though. Geese are usually really aggressive. Maybe they're just more aggressive on the East Coast.
Wait.
I don't know. Oh. I was about to make a joke, but no, he hears something ominous in the wind.
Oh! This must be another one of those sounds that only you can hear.
They're given a ton of... Oh, I see. It depends on whether or not they're actually given sustenance. That makes sense. The geese here just poop on all of the fields and schools. That's it. Although I've heard of them chasing people, I've never been courageous enough to get up close to one.
As sketchy as that whole thing seems, you did put it to good use when we were chasing down that vision thief at Beto's tournament, so...
Oh yeah, I forgot he could hear everything. Or smell? Was it smell? I don't think I plan on... I don't have to wing it. No! I just want to pet all the animals. I don't want to kill them. Yeah, they hiss at you.
Here somewhere.
They also have teeth on their tongue. They're scary. Swans are worse. They actively go out of their way to like murder people. Because they're scary and they know it. Oh, look, a person.
There's nothing here.
No, there was a person. Go back. Oh, it hissed but didn't do anything. It was bluffing.
It's gone now, but I can still sense the direction it left in. It felt very much like that ancient presence in Inazuma. The remnants of the Tatarigami.
Oh shoot, I don't remember what that was. Yes,
Indeed.
that.
But
I
this
know what that is.
unexpected spring of inauspicious energy may prove to be of benefit to our investigation. We should remain vigilant and approach slowly.
Yes.
Huh. So it's an underground warehouse.
The force is definitely coming from down below.
God, it's the chasm part 2.
The source of the Tatarigami energy has long since left this place, but the residue it left behind still hasn't dissipated completely. Judging from the concentration, I would have to conclude that the Tatarigami source resided here for a very long time.
Mrs. Nagato said her husband used to hang around the warehouse by himself a lot.
No, we have the high ground. You see, we're standing above the warehouse. So,
It could well be that
we
he was
can
already under
easily
the
lay them
influence of
low.
Tatarigami energy at that
Sorry,
time.
Kazuha, I interrupted you.
From what I've been told, Tatarigami does not turn all upon whom it preys into violent monsters, but most will develop a stubborn streak upon being exposed to the Tatarigami's unfulfilled will. Their interests become fanatical obsessions.
Why am I getting flashbacks to the new Pandemonium raids?
Mr. Nagato had an interest in collecting to begin with. The influence of Tatarigami could explain why he became an obsessive hoarder, amassing more and more possessions, even as he put himself in grave debt.
So what should we do now? Go down and take a look?
Step back. I'll open the door and take a look inside. If we don't open this door, we can move no closer to the truth. You needn't worry. Both of us have faced far greater dangers than this. Relatively speaking, the risk here is trivial.
Well, if you say so. Soul's Light Bear. No! Get her out of here. Imagine it pans there and it's just the creepy shot of Athena looking.
What's down there?
Everything's buried in debris. I can't see anything.
Maybe one day I'll get through a stream without bringing up 14 if I'm not playing it. That's not gonna happen, I feel.
It looks like the fire caused a cave-in,
Oh.
reducing the entire warehouse to rubble.
I feel like that might have been the intention of the fire.
Scary.
Hmm.
Paimon was so sure that the warehouse about to jump out at us!
Paimon, look out behind you!
All we can do now is keep searching in the direction that the Tatarigami energy source left this place.
The critically acclaimed MMORPG with the award-winning Heavensward expansion? What?
2 ordinary humans, entangled with the Tatarigami. I fear much misfortune has already befallen them.
You know, speaking of that meme, I am literally wearing a shirt with that meme on it, the copy pasta. It's like kind of faded now because like I've worn it a lot. But yeah, it's here on my shirt. Oh, right. Bad things. Possessing people. We need to find them. Cannot afford to delay. I am delaying us.
If
Whoops,
nothing
sorry.
Else, it's vital that we find out where this Tatarigami energy is coming from. Quiet your mind and focus on what you sense around you. Perhaps
Elemental
you
sight, got
too
it.
will perceive its ominous presence in the wind.
Well, that's ominous. All right. No? Oh, so was it not elemental sight? Okay. Oh, no, it's literally a bit obvious, but all right. I'm on the hunt. Sniffing it out. Oh, hello, fox friend. Goodbye, fox friend. This way. This way? Ah!
From this point, the trail appears to split into 2.
Am I going to have a Streamily? I'm setting up autograph stuff right now. And shield. I'm probably going to have that, but also, like, I'm going to try to have an option where if you don't mind, like it not being streamed, like, I'm gonna also try to open up my own shop. This is something that I'm working on. I'm in the behind the scenes. I've been doing that recently. Actually, the shop is mostly set up now. I'm just waiting for the prints. So, that's gonna happen soon, probably, maybe. I don't know.
The main source of the Tatarigami energy continued on into the distance, but a small portion remained here and seems to be dissipating slowly.
Listen, oh, I cannot wait to share these prints. They're so cute. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Wait, am I 60 years old? Hold on, wait a second. No, I'm not. I may play a yokai, but that doesn't mean that I'm like centuries old. No, 60 isn't a century. But like, I'm 25. How do I have a role from 1969? Oh, wait, I know what you're talking about. That was dubbed more recently. That wasn't dubbed in 1969. The English dub for that came out a couple years ago. It was a long time. No, I'm not a time traveler. But believe me, listen, nah, I'm not a time traveler. I wouldn't be breaking any, time travel codes to be, chilling here in this time period. Don't worry about it. How's Genshin 6.0? I am not at liberty to say. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. I have never been there. So wild. Bulgarine. Oh, thank you. Time traveling voice. Listen, this can't get out. Otherwise, I'll get in trouble with the time travel police. I sent you back in time to dub. You know, better than the alternative. I mean, if I was, from a different time period, it, would be hypothetically better than the alternative. Oh, I'm sorry, universe works off of multiverse theory, wouldn't work. I mean, if, I knew. How long can I play this joke until it, dies in a ditch?
Quite Possibly. Let's search the area.
Yeah, let's listen to Kazuha. Let's go and search the area.
Whoa! Look at all those hilly churls. They're acting really strangely.
They're digging.
Something seems to be drawing their attention. Let's take a closer look.
Whee! And boom. Oh, nope, there's more.
Right now.
Got you surrounded. What you gonna do? Oh,
It's
please don't be a corpse.
Look at this red stuff. What is it?
Wait, what message? I do want to know. I'm curious.
by the looks of it, a letter written on a piece of torn clothing. The ink is bone dry. It must have been written quite some time ago.
Itoi, just wait till I get her actually good artifacts. Ooh. Oh, so it's a surprise for others. You know what? Fair enough. We can wait till the stream.
Well, let's take a look.
Oh. I am Nagato. I was wounded by Amenoma Yuya. He took my most precious blade. Oh, wow. Okay, they really did come to blows then. I chased him but could not catch him. I lay down here to rest on account of my exhaustion. Thought that I might croak right here. My stomach kept on bleeding. But it seems that some strange power has sustained me. Why did he steal that blade? I was going to sell it to him. He even burned my warehouse down. It hurts. It hurts. For some reason, I can't fall unconscious, so all I can do is distract from the pain is right. Oh. Did he? Oh, shoot. I was hoping he didn't die. No, it's good. I can be patient. I can be a good bean and wait. Oh, this isn't... Well, either he's dead or suffering. Both of which is not great.
According to this letter, a conflict arose because Amenoma Yuya wanted to seize a blade belonging to Mr. Nagato.
I mean, I feel like, okay, if you were like, you know, bleeding out but couldn't die for some reason, and all you had was a pen and paper, no, I don't think I would write a letter either. I'd probably try to crawl my way to civilization, like right over there, and try to get some help. Good bean. You have proof. That was someone took over the stream temporarily. It was somebody else. My evil twin showed up. That's what happened.
Yuya started the fire that destroyed the warehouse and wounded Mr. Nagato in the fight. Mr. Nagato kept chase as long as he could, eventually stopping here to write this letter when his strength gave out.
John, I mean, alternatively, what you can do is you can just like write something really cryptic that doesn't actually mean anything, so that when someone finds you later, they'll think that there's like some big conspiracy or treasure or something. I don't know. Good prank. Who knows? Maybe they'll find the friends to get along the way.
So, where is he?
He was not only mortally wounded, but also under the heavy influence of Tatarigami.
Ooh.
Add to that the fact that its aura seems to have attracted a horde of monsters, and I'm afraid he may no longer be with us.
Lol, but written cryptically. Just make it an entire like code. Just do a cipher. And then just have the thing spelling out lol. Like, just have this whole scavenger hunt. And then just have it just be lol. That would be awful. Which is amazing. Never let me be in charge of a cryptic treasure hunt. I would not give you a treasure. The treasure would be the friends you make along the way.
Whatever traces there may have been of his fate beyond after this point, they've since been disturbed by the hilly churls. There's nothing more for us to find here.
All right. Well,
Yes.
that's not great.
Right now, we need to uncover some more important truths. If Amenoma Yuya is attacking other people indiscriminately, then the longer we take to find him, the more people risk meeting the same tragic end.
Right, so let's get moving.
How did
I
it
wouldn't be
come to
surprised
this?
if he too fell prey to the influence of the Tatarigami. For a practitioner of the martial arts, the easiest desire to inflame would be their pursuit of further power and skill. All the clues that at first seemed disparate and disconnected, it seems that now we know the thread that runs between them.
So, like, we shouldn't be breathing in this smoke, right?
I have a hypothesis that, if it's correct, not only explains the series of events leading to the two men's disappearance, but also zeroes in on the attacker's identity.
Wait, you figured it out? So these two cases are connected after all?
I believe so. But it's something of an outlandish
It's the
idea.
sword!
I will only be able to confirm my suspicions once we've met him in person.
It's the sword! It has an eye! It zoomed in on it!
On with the search. We must stay vigilant. At any point now, we may find ourselves in danger.
Pulling out my red string and corkboard once again. Alright. Ah, how convenient. Oh, actually, Ah, alright. Boat.
He seems to have stayed here for a long time.
Why here? Is there anything special about this place?
I'm not sure. But on closer examination, I sense that the aura may have lingered here at several different points in time. Show yourself! It's no use hiding anymore.
Oh, there he is.
Kaidehara Kazuha. It's you, at last.
Aha! So it is the same guy from before. What's your problem, huh? What could you possibly have against Kazuha?
It's so ominous. I feel like it's the first thing you would point out about him. And as a 5-star weapon.
Indeed, there should be no enmity between us. If it is Amenome Yuya that stands before us. But what if instead of facing Amenome Yuya, we are in fact facing the blade in his hand?
Yep.
Now that you mention it, it is giving off a strange light.
Paimon, it has eyes! Why are there so many eyes on things recently? They give me the heebie-jeebies.
Whoa! Surely you don't mean... Are you serious?
Tatarigami energy often lodges itself within physical
Sort
objects,
this out.
then works to subtly affect any living organisms in its vicinity.
Listen, it took some sharp thinking.
The blade has resided in Mr. Nagato's warehouse for many years, affecting his state of mind, and more recently using the sale as a means to affect...
Sip. Well, it's not tea, but, you know, this is the tea.
Or rather, as a means to occupy Amenome Yuya's body.
You're sharper than I thought. You've already deduced the truth of the matter. Many years ago, I was forged by a famed bladesmith of the Ishin tradition. I was his pride and joy. In me, he placed all his hopes and dreams. As a descendant of the Kaidehara clan, you should be able to guess our greatest regret.
I presume it has something to do with the Raiden Gokaden.
Indeed. At that point in time, he failed to live up to the Raiden Shogun's expectations. In the end, all he could do was to flee the nation by sea on a ship bound for Snezhnaya.
I mean, if they had cars in this universe, then, like, maybe. Because, like, if they had cars in this universe, I feel like they wouldn't run off electricity. Or maybe just electro?
He was a bladesmith of great renown, a master of his craft. There was nothing that he could not accomplish. All he needed was more time and a little faith. And sure enough, in the end, he achieved what he had set out to do. All of his life's work,
his wisdom, his skill. It culminated in his creation of me. He not only bestowed upon me the greatest of strength, but also endowed me with a consciousness of my own.
Is that a thing that people can just do?
In her conceit, the Raiden
Okay,
Shogun lost
all right.
not only the single most perfect blade in the entire world, but also an irreplaceable achievement in the art of blade forging.
You got a lot of confidence. You got a bit of an ego there. Powered by copium. A little bit, actually. Oh, wait, if they had cars, I thought the sword... You know, the sword is kind of powered by copium.
So, swords can become conscious and control people?
The people of the time in which I was born never believed I had that kind of power. They saw me as a mere blade, a sharp and well-crafted one, but in all other respects an ordinary weapon. But that gave me the opportunity to take action. After the death of my creator, I decided to leave Snezhnaya and began my long quest to return to the distant land of Inazuma. Moving from one person to the next, I controlled the minds of countless hosts along the way, each bringing me one step closer to my ancestral home.
What?
I
Okay.
seek but one thing: to face the full force of the Raiden Shogun's blade and prove my power, the might of Ishin art.
Ah, so Amenoma Yuya was not your first victim. Tell me, what happens to those you've possessed when you've finished using them?
My hosts? Who cares what happens to them? They are but tools that serve my mission.
There's a type of irony in this situation, I feel. A blade calling them tools. You're acting like a little bit of a tool right now.
When they got tired or injured or unusable, I hopped to the next one in line. All I needed them for was to take me back to Inazuma.
You're awful.
After I returned to Inazuma, I
Irony.
decided to bide my time in Nagato's warehouse until Amenoma Yuya handed himself over to me on a silver platter. At long last, I'm approaching my journey's destination. By Amenoma Yuya's body, I have found you, and by your hand, I shall defeat the Raiden Shogun.
Well, I suppose you've wrapped it up. You know, like the sword wrap on the hilt. Anyway.
Kaedehara Kazuha, you stood against the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi. There can be no other to serve as my host for what is to come.
How are you gonna get her to hit you with that? Just bug her? Burn her dango? Oh, actually, that might work.
Now, give your body over to me!
Take him out to dinner first, jeez.
By royal decree, emerge right here.
All right, fine, give me Bloom.
History!
Why would you make this easier for me?
And sever that divine light!
Into the wind.
Ah, no, I'm swimming.
Emerge right here.
Nope. Oh, nope, I still have my shield. Please get out of the water. Oh my god.
Join me and sever that divine
No. Stop hanging out in the water where I can't get to you. Okay, thank you. Thank you for listening. Oop. Let's ride in on it.
I will strike you down too!
There's something very entertaining about fighting any of the bosses with a cat. I just go and fight a boss who's just like, I'm going to tear down this world and replace it in my own image. And you're just a cat in a box. Just jumping on them. Like, you just stand on them and then they die.
Your bluff's fooling no one. You've lost.
You're up against their ankles. They're all allergic to cats.
Lost. I can never lose. It is this body that has reached its limit, nothing more.
So, heyo, what if I, like, toss the sword into the water where people can't get it again. Not until we reach Fontaine, you know? Can it drown? That's a weird concept. Anyway.
If you defeat me here, the one who falls will not be me, but this man. He is but a puppet that can be replaced.
Oh, that's...
I can take a new vessel at will. The end result is the same. I will end this wretch's life before you can lift a finger. And even if I were to lose my physical form, it is but a small setback. My consciousness shall endure.
So, its name will be Run. That's true.
By any means necessary, and any medium available, I shall return and fulfill my destiny!
I mean, hand it to Child and you'll turn it back into swords again.
Your fighting style. It is indeed the forms of Ishin art.
And then the sword will be like, what are you gonna do about that? Anyway.
From your movements, I sense only hatred and arrogance, as well as a thinly veiled mania and despair.
Really? You can tell all that just from his moves?
That seems like it'd be easy to tell.
As I've mentioned before, the forms of Ishin art convey the user's thoughts and feelings. Since the blade is currently possessing Aminome Yuya's body, its movements express the innermost thoughts of the blade. If you ask me, the mania is probably due to your desperate, single-minded ambition. You believe I am your only hope.
Are you trying to claim that I am helpless without you?
You kinda are.
On his deathbed, he passed to me all of Ishin Art's secrets. The little that you know barely scratches the surface. In that regard, why would I ever need your help?
Because all of that is in the past. I've been wondering why you've not caused more trouble in all the years that you've been in Inazuma. If you are indeed a cursed blade that can possess its owner. Now that I've seen inside your mind, everything finally makes sense. You weren't biding your time. You were trapped. After all the time that's passed, you have grown weak. To the point that you are now unable to acquire a new host without making physical contact.
Oh, that's right. Paimon remembers now. Mr. Nagato had a habit of never touching his collectibles.
Only when Mr. Nagato witnessed his wife's distress and decided to sell his collectibles did you finally have an opportunity to reach out to Aminome Yuya and make your escape.
And what of it?
Well, that brings me to my second point. There's a despair in you that is so strong it threatens to overwhelm you.
Weird thought, but like, do you think that the sword could have a persona? I don't know why I thought that, but like, I don't know. Feel like that'd be funny.
You were determined to fulfill your maker's ambition, whatever the cost. But this ambition is too grand and too heavy for you to bear. Each step you have taken has come at a great cost. I think you realized your limitations long ago. The more you clenched your teeth and pressed forward, the greater your fear of losing everything you had achieved grew, and the more you wished to run from the truth.
I mean, to be fair, as a sword, it's constantly getting whacked anyway, yeah? Does it get like vertigo when it gets swung? Oh my god, imagine if the sword got like dizzy.
But the way I see it, what began as an ambition has long since become a delusional fantasy.
Seems that hasn't steeled himself for failure, didn't forge didn't forge their ambitions strongly enough.
What would you know about any of this? I'm just one step away from achieving my goal.
What happens after that then?
You returned to Inazuma to prove the unparalleled brilliance of Ishin art. But to make this arduous journey, you committed countless atrocities and showed a blatant disregard for human life.
Wait, time out, my sword is puking. Sorry, my sword got motion sickness? Or, wait, what? Yeah, give it a second, and get me some ginger ale while you're at it or something.
Even if you were to sever that divine light, is this truly the outcome that your maker would have desired?
You...
Sure, you inherited the secrets of Ishin art. But even as you made your journey to honor this legacy, you treated the ones who wielded you as mere tools to do your bidding. How could you possibly unleash the full potential of Ishin art when you act in perfect discordance with the principle of harmony between a blade and its bearer?
Silence, you blabbering fool!
I don't know, I think it's a good speech.
I must achieve my goal. This was his life's dream and the very purpose for which I was brought into being. I will concede that you are most perceptive. You see my predicament clearly. But you also underestimate my resolve.
And you should face reality.
Ooh.
Easy for you to say. Facing reality offers me nothing.
Huh.
I have no need of anything that would stand in my way. Not hesitation, not self-reflection, and certainly not your so-called reality.
I mean, at this point, you're not going to prove anything to anyone but yourself. And even then, aren't you just out there affirming your own, like, delusions? I don't know.
It is pointless to argue further, descendant of the Kaedahara clan. If you wish to save this man, then offer me your body in exchange.
How stubbornly you stick to your wayward path. I do not believe for a second that you can challenge the almighty Shogun in your current state. So let us make a bet, and I will put your strength to the test.
What? Surely you're not planning to agree to his demands.
Very well. Then find yourself some enemies with whom you wish to cross blades. A taste of my power will more than convince you. Once we have dealt with them, we shall proceed to Tenshukaku.
And as for your end of the bargain, if you lose, you must release Amenoma Yuya from your control.
I accept.
Don't do this, Kazuha!
I mean, risky, but I think that's... I don't know.
This is the only way to save Amenoma Yuya.
It'll work.
If we don't do this, he'll forever be the Blade's puppet. The cursed Blade's strength is currently very weak, and I sense he's hesitating. This suggests his heart is still not completely devoid of honor. The power of the Tatarigami lies in intensifying existing obsessions. This is the reason Mr. Nagato and Amenoma Yuya fell prey to it. Since I don't have any similar kinds of obsessions, I should be able to put up some resistance for a while.
But even so...
Even if things take a turn for the worse, I still have you both here with me. We have a chance here to save an innocent victim. I am willing to accept the risks entailed.
Well, not like I can stop you.
Your disdain for me betrays your woeful ignorance. I agreed to this bet because there are things I wish to learn too. Now, take me in your hand.
Oh, it floats. Wait, if it moves around like that, then like, what was stopping it from... I'm not gonna question that any further.
Kazuha?
I'm okay.
Meow.
I felt a little dizzy at first, but only for a moment. It's all right. So far, this was as I expected.
Should we get him to a hospital? Or maybe not a hospital, home?
I will. Thank you.
It's just standing there, unconscious. Aria Emiko. Huh. Feel like she would help at a price.
We find some enemies. Although this blade has endured much turmoil, it probably hasn't experienced many real fights. If a blade built for Ishin art cannot enter a state of harmony between blade and bearer, it cannot unleash its true power. If he wants to avoid reality, then we need to fight until he has no choice but to face it. He shouldn't last long in an intense combat situation.
Wait a minute! Paimon remembers hearing about something from the Adventurers Guild. Since the Takasukasa clan abandoned that secret base, It's been held by Ronin ever since.
I don't remember this, but this might have been the beginning of the quest where I accepted it and then just never continued it. So,
All right. Please lead the way.
Huzzah! Violence! Oh no! I'm not sacrificing Garu to Yae!
What about Amanuma Yuya? What should we do with him?
It's been through enough.
The blade says he'll let Aminoma Yuya trail us silently. Although he hasn't regained his own consciousness yet, he is not in any immediate danger.
Is that something that... I don't know what the power set of this sword is. Alright.
Pretty sure this is a good idea. It's a pretty treacherous journey. Okay, fine. Just be careful.
Alright, wherefore? Therefore. Is that up on a mountain? Ah, up. Okay. Up indeed. Why is there a chest over there? I'll get it later. I'm absolutely gonna forget. Um. Alright, cool. Oh, I'll just hop in this team. Oh! Wait, what's the point of... Hold on, wait, what was the point of
Everything
using a
on this
team?
journey to me.
Okay, sure. Oh, the rooms are set up so that... Okay. Okay. Fire. No wonder I don't set the entire building on fire, but whatever. You know what? With how much fire there is in this world, everything's probably fireproofed. Now that I think about it anyway. Woo. That it? So we won. That's not good, right?
You okay?
I'm all right. The blade is performing largely as I expected. Having gone so long
does
without
it? I'll
proper
check.
use and maintenance, it's become very difficult to use. Though he's making every effort to persevere, I do not think he can last much longer.
Something else on your mind?
How strange. Rather than trying to control me, he is instead trying to match my fighting rhythm. Let's keep going.
Weapon. When a normal... Oh, a cursed spirit dealing AoE damage equal to... Ominous purple aura clings to this bizarre blade as the power to control its wielder's heart and mind. Okay. I will check it in the next room. Treasure chest. Okay. So... Nieta goes 0%. Oh, that's what you mean. Okay, that's what changes. Okay. So it's at 180 and 100 right now. The damage done is decreased by 50%. I think that's probably new then? He's just lying there. Hey, what up? Out of lifesteal. Oh, I see. Too bad Star Rail gets it first. Because that's Lotaz, right?
The wind knows me. Fallen leaves, adorn my night into the wind.
Whee! Alright.
Whoa. Something's up with the blade.
Oh.
I can sense that his strength is slowly fading away. The blade is becoming more and more difficult for me to wield. He cannot hold out much longer. If he keeps persisting, he will likely break apart at any moment.
Even I had those boba drinks are in Star Rail. Yeah.
What would that do to Amanuma Yuya?
I will be careful with it. He also says he does not have any plans to give up easily. He's still trying to achieve his goal.
Okay, let's see. 180, 100. Doesn't seem like it's changed. Oh, its wicked aura and hostility have both decreased greatly. Okay. That is different. That's neat. Did it drop? Oh, that part dropped. Oh, I thought I was looking at the paragraph here. Okay. 20.7. Okay. From 40 to 20. Oh, I see. Aha, too bad for you. You have conveniently placed torches. Oop. And now you're just standing on a torch. Very smart, very smart. Oh, at least I get to use my C1 Kazuha. That's nice. Ah. Alright. Torturing themselves.
Struggling the entire fight.
Yes. And it looks like he's reached his limit.
Listen, burns are nothing to be taken lightly.
The sheen's grown a bit dimmer again. It doesn't look anywhere near as impressive as it did at the start.
Perhaps this time we'll finally have a chance to see his true form.
True form? What are you talking about? Huh? What the? Is this the same blade as before? It looks like a piece of junk.
Huh.
If you choose to continue in the state you're in, you wouldn't even be able to beat Samurai and Kairagi, much less the almighty Shogun. Maybe you did truly wield power to rival the Shogun's light when first forged. But the long journey from Snezhnaya back to Inazuma has left you battered and broken. It barely needs stating anymore. Your ambition is a flight of fancy.
Will he listen? Man, this sword really just gave himself like the equivalent of a comb over.
I finally figured out why it was that you agreed to my bet. You wanted to reach a state of harmony with me. For perhaps then you would still be able to wield commendable power. But regrettably, we are nothing alike. I will never understand your obstinacy and cruelty, nor can I empathize with the one who made you. The only one who truly understood you had already passed away by the time you were born.
What's that supposed to mean?
There they are! Take them down!
Where do they keep coming from? Yup. We can help this time.
Oh, can we?
Don't worry.
Oh.
I'll use my own blade. It's just more of the same.
Wait, what blade am I using right now? Ah. I know it's fillet, but like, fillet.
The wind knows it. Time to go.
Oh, which one is the best weapon in the game? Ah.
One with nature.
Thanks, it's not mine.
Time to go.
Gonna... Alright. Whee!
One with wind and cloud. One with nature.
Where are you? There you are. Bye! Sushi sword.
You fought way better with your own sword.
Oh yeah, I have a iron sting on mine.
You are a true Kaedehara in flesh and
Can
in
feel
spirit.
it!
Though we fought briefly together, you have seen me for who I really am.
I don't know, you seem a little bit fishy.
No one knew anything of my story.
Okay, I should stop
throughout my
making fun of you.
travels, Nor did I tell it to anyone. You are the first person to know the truth.
No, actually, no, you still did a lot of murder. Well, anyway.
I thought that if I could achieve Ishin harmony with you, perhaps there would still be a ray of hope for me.
But in this too, you have failed.
Indeed. No matter how hard I tried, I could not attain that perfect harmony that your personal blade does with you.
Oh, sure, should I switch him to the fillet blade?
Too much time has passed. My physical state is poor, and without proper maintenance, I can only disguise my true appearance behind an outer sheen. Yours is the blade that took on the Muso no Hitotachi. And what a magnificent blade it is. Perhaps I shall never reach that level of glory.
What is a blacksmith but a sword dermatologist?
Actually, this is just a generic blade that I picked up during my travels in Liyue.
What?
Forging and maintenance are both important for a blade, but they are not everything. This blade has traveled the land with me for many years, and we have formed a close bond during that time. Plus, in the moment that I most needed it, I received aid from another power: skill, blade, determination, and desire. All these must be aligned in the practice of Ishin art.
I don't know. I don't think that it could have glamored itself, because glamour only works if you're glamoring lower level appearances onto a higher level thing.
There is something else I must tell you. Though your maker may not have been aware, your ability to possess your own consciousness derived from the power of the Tatarigami. Tatarigami is a malevolence from the ancient past. It is the source of your mania and savagery. Though you tried to cooperate with me while I was wielding you, the part of you driven by Tatarigami was constantly trying to seize control of my body.
I sensed it, but I couldn't change it. It is an integral part of my consciousness.
I resisted its temptations because I wanted to save Amenoma Yuya. But I do not know whether you yourself have any intention of trying to fight it. I feel a great sense of regret for you. Since you embarked on a journey bound for a destination you were destined never to reach. The moment you embarked on this journey, you lost the only person who could have ever unleashed your true potential. And yet there was no way for you to turn your back on his ambition. You have known this for a long time. It is the true source of your despair.
He gave me everything. My life, my form, my consciousness, and purpose.
I see we're having therapy for a sword now.
How could I possibly deny him his wish? I said to him, "Do not worry, from here on I shall forge your legacy." How could I go back on my word?
Aww.
I believe our bet is now settled. I have nothing further to say.
Where are you going, Kazuha?
Yeah, really, really good. Yeah, just finishing this up because a lot of things are locked. A lot of things are locked.
He now has neither the ability nor the motivation to cause further harm.
Well, that's good.
Let's give him some time to reflect on things.
Oh, you can talk to it. Oh. I do feel bad for the
When I
sword.
touched the hilt for the first time, it's as if I was transported to a strange dimension. It was somewhere I've never been.
Wait, there was a chest? Uh-oh.
A bladesmith lay quietly on the bed, his frail face barely visible under the moonlight. His breaths were weak, and his life near its end. A newly forged blade lay by his side, listening attentively to his final words.
Wow. That was the Blade's memory, wasn't it?
Indeed. While in exile in Snezhnaya, the bladesmith eventually learned the truth behind everything that had happened. The Ishin art had been dealt a devastating blow by the desertion of its best smiths. He spent the rest of his life in the forge, not to vent his frustration and hatred, but to atone for his actions. He felt intense regret at being tricked by the Fatui, but he could never again return to his homeland. His sole wish was to one day return his single, proudest creation back to the land of his birth. So he instructed this sentient blade to find a way back to Inazuma, no matter how long or how hard the journey. But he never wished to rival the gods. All he wanted to show was that they once shone brilliantly as Blade and Smith. That they were still worthy of being trusted.
So that's the true story. But after that, the blacksmith's intentions were warped by the Tatarigami, slowly turning his proud creation into the cursed blade of today.
Right. I believe the bladesmith might never have known that the power he worked with was that of the Tatarigami. The hatred within that power is what sent the blade down its ill-fated path. This blade has committed unforgivable atrocities, but only because it lost its original master. No one was there to correct its errors when it was losing its way.
It's a very Frankenstein and Frankenstein's monster situation, huh? Well, minus the losing the guy part. That was just willful neglect.
Yes, it is too late. Time would not wait or stop because of his determination. While the world moved on, his ambition remained stubbornly stuck at that fleeting moment at the dawn of his journey. He seems to have calmed down, though. Let's go and check in.
And also pick up that chest. Also, yeah, it is nice to be going through the story quests. Where? Chest? Oh, chest! So, it's not all bad. But like, dang, I can't even give my wanderer a name.
When I look back at the past, I can remember the day of my forging like it was just yesterday. I once told him that I would pay any price to fulfill his wishes. Such was the debt I owed to him for giving me the gift of consciousness. But darkness and slaughter numb the mind. Over time, I lost sight of the difference between gratitude and grudge. Not only did I fail to fulfill his ambition, I also defiled it.
You are finally seeing reality clearly.
Since we agreed to the terms of the bet, I will honor the agreement and release Amenoma Yuya. But I still cannot bring myself to forsake his ambition.
Oh.
It is the entire purpose for my existence.
Thank you for the follow.
So, may I ask you to help me fulfill the ambitions of myself and my creator?
Hey! Now you're adding yours into the mix, too? Jeez, don't push your luck, mister.
It has to be done in this order. At least hear what I have to say. And if you don't agree, I will still release Amenoma Yuya as promised. My physical form, as well as the knowledge I possess, should still be of some value to you.
His attitude has grown a lot milder. What do you think, Kazuha? Should we give him a chance?
Let's hear it.
Thank you all. When I was first forged, my maker was already terminally ill. He told me that he had wanted me to have the grandest opening battle. Alas, after that, he never rose from his sickbed again, nor have I ever had the chance to prove myself in battle since. My fights were devoid of any noble meaning. They were merely the next step in my never-ending journey, the next in a long line of transgressions. You are a fine warrior. I would like to request your hand in battle and experience a true duel between samurai.
I just heard request your hand and my brain just, went on the predictable track. That just took me out of the serious situation. Yeah, you don't want to see my shopping list of quests. I have a lot. That's a lot.
Oh? And who would be the opponent?
I will release Amenoma Yuya and restore his consciousness. Perhaps after that, you can convince him to commit to a fight with you. He must have plenty of reasons to both hate me and desire a good fight.
Understood. Then let's start by waking him up and seeing if he has the stamina and will to fight.
Yuya wakes up. I haven't eaten or drank in the past 3 days. How am I alive?
I see. He used used my body to inflict harm on others.
Yeah, that would screw with your head too. Ooh.
I utterly despise him and his actions. But since he stayed true to your agreement by releasing me, he must still have some remaining semblance of honor. If a duel can help to set this state of affairs in order, I am willing to put myself forward.
Good guy, this Yuya.
I do not wish to be a mere victim in this story.
There's no need to worry. We'll vouch for your innocence to the Tenryu Commission.
Oh, that's gonna be a wild report. So, there's this sword, right? Very cool, very purple. It was possessing people for many years. You know, it had consciousness. Don't worry about how that happened.
Thanks for your help. Who knows how this would have ended without your intervention?
All right, then let's move on.
Nagato is still dead. That's, not ideal.
More Ronin could appear at any moment. We can't stay here. In any case, for a final duel, I think we should aim for a greater sense of ceremony.
It was the sword. I was merely the tool. Also, I'm realizing it's like, why did we come here to beat them up? They don't have houses. They let them have this. At least according to Maxor. Do I? Oh, I'll go grab this chest. Why is there a chest here? What did I do? Whee. What? Why is this here?
Did someone drop their package?
Yeah, literally, did someone just lose their package here? What? Very cool, very purple, possessing people to do atrocities. Just your typical day in Inazuma. I don't know if I'd want to live in Inazuma if that's the case. Hello, Fox Friend. Goodbye, Fox Friend. Battle at the beach.
This reminds Paimon a bit of the Crux Clash. Yep, we still can't let our guard down. Even now, Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that Blade hasn't told us everything. Still, even if he's way past the point of redemption, it's hard not to feel a teensy bit sorry for him.
In Inazuma, you don't fight off the weather fights you.
Are you ready?
Oh, that's bright.
Ready?
Yes.
Okay. All right then. Successor of Ishin art, Kaidahara Kazuha.
You know what? You're right. Cat friends and fox friends. They're the only reason I visit. Cat friends, fox friends, and dog friends.
Successor of Amenoma art, Amenome Yuya.
Honored to cross blades with you.
It is my honor also.
All right. Whee! Oh, shoot. I have gotten used to a shield and therefore have now forgotten how to dodge again. Oh, check the stats. Oh god, I got stabbed in the face. Oh, 0%. Shows its true form, yet any innate endowment it might have had been ground to dust during its journey. Oh god.
One with nature.
Sir, I was just checking the status of my sword.
Clouds high. The birds call. The wind knows me.
Ooh, you're parrying. Too bad you're not turning around. I know we're dueling right now, but hold on. Let me check things. Let me have an entire roast chicken. You know. Oh,
Time to go.
bit of a delay on that.
The wind knows me.
Whee! There we go. Ah.
Thank you for the experience.
Sometimes you get hit by lightning while you're like talking to people too, and it's very funny, but also painful. Karma for scratching the wife? No! Dang it, you have proof of that too. Ah.
And though he appears battered and broken, in your hands it seems he's regained a glimmer of brilliance. His sense of savage cruelty has completely faded away. But that same sense of determination remains strong.
You also fought well. I'm sure he relished the experience. There are a few things that I shall leave him to tell you himself.
I must apologize to you for all that has transpired.
You need not seek my forgiveness, nor do I have the right to forgive you on your victim's behalf. It is too late for all of that.
I do not wish for forgiveness. I only hope that you will see my transgressions as mine alone and not let them stain the legacy of Ishin art. I strayed far from the straight and narrow path, but the Ishin art still has a worthy successor in Kaedehara Kazuha. I beseech you, please understand this.
Yes, I too trust Mr. Kaedehara to do the right thing.
Thank you, successor of Amenoma art.
Glitter?
This blade has also told me that he has another wish. He would like to visit the Amenoma smithy. Maybe we can go back there together.
What does he want to go there for?
Yeah, I'm glad that I actually did that quest. One of the few things that I did do, because the lightning was really annoying to deal with.
I'm not sure, but I think that all this is about to come to an end.
Remember when the lightning achievement was like funny and like not the easiest to get? And then maybe they're like, oh, people were complaining about how hard it was to get struck by lightning. We can fix that. Don't worry, we got you. Well, off we go. Yeah, it is always funny. I mean, that happened with like slimes attacking you mid-cutscene or like exploding mid-cutscene. There's plenty of ways to get hurt in the middle of a cutscene and then die immediately afterward. Yeah, chasing lightning was like a trial because you had to predict where it would strike.
Oh, it's Yuya. You have returned.
Hey, did you know that swords could have brains?
I am sorry to have troubled you. It's all thanks to them that I was able to return safely.
We should tell the Tenryou Commission, right?
Machine blade, turned weapon that controls the human mind. Considering their forging philosophy, this was indeed within the realm of possibility. This is a great pity.
This is just a thing people are able to do?
But I have some good news as well. Ryuji from the
Oh shoot, he's alive!
Detective Agency tells me that they've found the missing Mr. Nagato.
Really? Is he okay?
Yes, badly wounded, but he will live. And now that Yuya is back, it seems like the final ending to this story is a happy one after all.
I think I know what you want to do.
What's wrong, Kazuha? Is the blade whispering in your ear again?
Yes. He said he wants to take control of me for a brief moment.
What? No way! Hasn't it learned its lesson?
It has, Paimon.
He tells me that he's thought of another way to fulfill his maker's wish. And he assures me that he won't use my body for anything nefarious. I have decided to let him do it.
Oh, don't talk to me about Breath of the Wild lightning. The first time that happened to me in Breath of the Wild, I heard a spark and I just immediately was like, no, something's wrong. What's happening? And just checked my inventory, saw the little spark things and went, oh my god, I'm a lightning rod. And then I found out if you throw the weapon, then it, still strikes. So sometimes you just throw a metal weapon at an enemy during a lightning storm and then it just strikes them. It's funny. Am I the psychopath? He wrote another letter about him getting found. Yeah, he has a tendency to write letters whenever he does things. That's the other obsession that he has.
Guess there's nothing we can say to change your mind, huh?
Well, I trust your judgment.
Thank you. I will explain my reasons later. Okay, I am ready. Let us begin. Please, stay true to your promise.
My power is almost spent. Without him, my eventual demise is inevitable. But if I abandon the future to give everything I have in this moment, my physical form can be forged anew.
Everything? You mean...
Yes, the cost is my entire consciousness.
Oh.
Right, there's nothing that I can accomplish now. But there's still a chance for Ishin art. Once remade, I will be a valuable resource for your studies. Ishin lives on, and its finest hour is yet to come. Even if I am not the one to prove its might to the Shogun, as long as it is an Ishin blade, crafted by Kaedehara hands, it will still fulfill his final wish. Thank you, son of the Kaedehara clan. Over the years, my real name has been forgotten by all. I'm ashamed to utter it, yet it remains strong in my mind. Kagotsurube Ishin. This name is now yours to keep.
Rest in peace.
Dang.
So, that's why he said it had to be done in that order.
Oh, the music. Oh my gosh. And the acting. Listen, the one thing that Genshin will always get right is his presentation. Also, you get... Oh, shoot, I just get the sword. Nice. Right out of that serious mode. Anyway.
His consciousness will disappear forever after fulfilling the bladesmith's wish.
Kagotsurube Ishin. It was the first time I ever heard his name. It seems like deep down he disapproved of his own actions, and thus chose to bury this name deep within his heart. Only in the final moments, before his consciousness faded, was he willing to entrust it to another.
Seems like he really wanted to fulfill his maker's wish.
The same fervent ambition that gave him the motivation to keep going forward also fueled the stubborn determination that blinded him to the path ahead. Speaking for myself, I'd rather see him recognize and atone for his mistakes than see him punished for them.
Remnants of defeated gods are nothing to scoff at. Yeah. In every single country so far.
I understand. Perhaps this is a flaw in my personality. I've always been captivated by grand aspirations. Hearing his wish to rival the divine light touched something inside of me, just as the sight of those who fought to repeal the Vision Hunt decree did.
Because of his friend! Ah!
Your quest
Anyway.
to face the gods and trace your sibling inspires me in the same way. After everything I've seen, perhaps these pursuits fascinate me a little more than they should.
Oh, Kazuha?
I will continue to support you from this point on. Know that you will have my assistance whenever you need it.
Wait, shouldn't we also go after Kujo Kamaji?
What? Tell the authorities about everything that's happened? No.
Oh, you're right. We need to tell him about the findings of our investigation, and it's also time to give him a response to the offer he made me.
Yeah, it's nice getting some insight into the characters like this. Oh right, sword. Sword? Sword. Sword? After the quest, I assume. Here. Whee! Hello!
returned. I hear that the issue has been resolved. Though this was a treacherous investigation indeed, we're most fortunate that no lives were lost.
Yeah, surprisingly. Oh,
The Tenryou
okay.
Commission has already attended to the danger at the warehouse. The investigation into Amanome Yuya should conclude soon. I do not believe he will be charged with any crime.
Wow, you sure kept your ear to the ground.
Then we needn't recount all the details again. Now, as to your earlier offer, I wish to give you my answer. Please take a look at this blade.
What's this?
Kagotsurube Ishin, a weapon crafted using a long-lost blade forging art of the Kaidahara clan. By means of a series of fortuitous events, I was able to recover and restore him. I also promised him that I will continue to study and pass on the secrets of Ishin art.
Is this where I hope that the sword is an EM sword, so I can use that instead of Iron Sting?
And so, it looks like I will likely continue with my journey
Probably
across
not.
the nations, learning more about this blade as I go.
I see. I understand.
I'm guessing it's an attack percent, right? Like it was before.
The Kaidahara clan has always been a family of bladesmiths, so it is only proper for me to continue on this path.
Ah, dang. I'll give it to Kirara.
Were I to accept your goodwill, I may find myself embroiled in conflicts between the shogunate and Sangonomiya. That would not suit me.
You misunderstand. That was most certainly not our intent.
Okay, but a lot of things are better than the flute.
I am aware, but I still desire to continue walking my own path.
At least it's not the bell.
Very well, I can understand. Then let's pretend this offer was never raised. However, if you should ever change your mind or find yourself in need of the shogunate's assistance, please do not hesitate to inform me.
Great. Thank you for your generosity.
The flute blows.
Where will you travel to next, Kazuha?
I'll probably take to the seas with Captain Beto.
Dull
again for
blade is
now.
the best weapon.
As for my next destination, let's see where the wind takes me.
Ooh. Why else would we always have it in cutscenes? Well, it's not the dull blade, it is the traveler's trusty sword. Wait, what?
Conversation with Nahida.
Oh shit, was it only blocked by one quest?
More questions, but didn't want to seem too pushy.
Oh.
Like, about these descenders. So, does that just mean people like you who come traveling to Teyvat from someplace else?
Oh shoot, plot.
And as for your sister... so many questions. Let's go find Nahida and see what else we can find out.
But we'll be doing that next time on Not the Right Show. On the other hand, sword? Yep, it's attack percent. Normal treasures. Oh, huh. I mean, I kind of want to use it. Because, you know, Kirara's burst has some funny numbers on it. So, like, can I even... Can I ascend this? Is the no, I cannot. All right, I will do that at some other point. Alrighty. In that case, I do believe I am done streaming. 1000% attack. Listen, I want to make use of that. I do like the chunky shield, but I really want to make use of that. So let's see who we can raid. June is online. We can raid June. Heck yeah. Oh shoot. Next time. I already did it. I'm sorry. No! Thank you for hanging out. Let's see. June is indeed online, and that is exactly why I'm going to hop over there. Raid message. I'm not usually one for raid messages, to be honest. But should I break that tradition? I don't know. 5-star review. Meow, meow, meow. You know what? Yeah, just type in meow, I guess. You know, like, yeah. Sure. Meow. Alright, thank you guys for hanging out on this fine Wednesday. That is how time works. And, my time is running out. I will see you on Friday, probably, maybe. Doing more Savage rating in 14. Thank you guys for hanging out. No, I'm going away. Goodbye. Goodbye.